me introduce her before my daughter goes, you know. So really quick, I am so excited and very thankful to have this young woman connected with us tonight. She is in Arkansas, so you know the time zone is a little bit different. But with that being said, her name is Haniel Schultz. Studied industrial engineering at the University of Arkansas, graduated in 2016. Started Mary Kay business while working at Walmart corporate in July of 2017. Became a sales director in January of 2018. Completed her DIQ process in 1.5 months. Earned first career car Chevy Cruze in February of 2018. Achieved all director first year awards and triple star. So the awards are as a new sales director: On the Move, Fabulous 50s, and Honor Society. Achieved double star during 2019 seminar year, Court of Sales and Court of Sharing. Earned cruise to the Bahamas during 2019 seminar year. We were together in that cruise. Became a senior sales director in March of 2020, debuting her first Offspring director. And she earned her second career car, Chevy Malibu, in April of 2020. So she just got her car. And ladies, please help me welcome Haniel Schultz. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited and honored to be with you guys tonight. You guys are a powerhouse. Oh my gosh, I love it. I loved all of the success that was shared. Just to make sure, can everybody hear me okay? Yeah, okay, awesome. I like the thumbs up idea. No, I loved it. I love to hear the success that everybody had this weekend. I think that's a phenomenal thing, and congrats to each of you for your success, to each consultant. So like Janetti said, my name is Haniel Schultz. I've been in Mary Kay for 3 years now. I'm so happy. Last month, it was my anniversary. On like the first day of July is when I signed up with Mary Kay. And very similar to Janetti's and Carla's story, my mom is also a Mary Kay sales director. She is very successful in what she does, and I have absolutely loved the trajectory. I grew up in what's called this pink bubble, right, girls? The pink bubble of Mary Kay. And I never, in my wildest dreams, imagined being here as a Mary Kay sales director. It was never in my thoughts. I always thought that it was something for my mom. Never did I think that I would, yes. So my mom, you will find my mom in the recent catalog. Actually, she's been in the last 3 catalogs, the last 3 lookbooks. Yep.
And on the Mary Kay website, her iStory.
Her iStory as well. Yes, you can actually even, I think the link is right here where you can find her video. Mary Kay came to visit us, what was it, last year or the year before, and created this whole video of her story and who she is, why she started Mary Kay. And it was such an interesting and beautiful experience, just to be rewarded like that by Mary Kay. But I'll start off with, so there was a quote that I wanted to start you guys off with, okay? And let me make sure, I had to send myself the notes just so I could. But the quote that I wanted to share with you guys, I feel just connects a lot with my story, with Mary Kay, and the blessing that it has been in my life. The quote is, God's provision comes in the form of a prayer, of a project. So how many times have we asked, like prayed to God for a specific thing, but sometimes we don't even notice that it's there because it's in the form of work? So I hope to like kind of give you my answer for that question. And because I truly feel that Mary Kay was an answered prayer for my life. As Janet said, I am an industrial engineer. I came to the US when I was 12 years old. My biggest dream was to go to college and to graduate from an American university. That was always my big dream. We lived in Mexico and Chihuahua. So if there's any Mexicans in the group, so we lived there. My dad got the opportunity to come to Arkansas. Guys, I grew up in a big city. Coming to Arkansas was a big transition for me. It was, I saw cows next to big buildings. I saw cows all over the place. We came to a very small town here in Arkansas. So it was crazy to just understand the cultural differences, and then also with that, because Chihuahua is a very big city. But from that, I did get the opportunity to go to college, and I'm so, so grateful for that. The year after after we came to the US, my mom started her Mary Kay business. So just a year after, she is an accountant in Mexico. She was planning to revalidate her career here in the US, but she started her Mary Kay business. She noticed how successful and how easy it was to share the product and earn a lot of money for it. She went into her qualifications for her car, became a director, and earned all of these awards during the first year of her career. The person that shared the Mary Kay opportunity with her was actually my aunt. So a lot of people tell me that Mary Kay is sort of a family business for us. I have 3 aunts, 2 here in the United States, 1 in Mexico. And I also have 2 of my cousins who are professionals, who have their careers and everything, but they are solely dedicated to Mary Kay now. Regardless of all of that, I was focused on college. That was my dream. I wanted to go to college. I didn't even think about considering Mary Kay even as a part-time job. So after graduating, I did industrial engineering. I had wonderful opportunities. I had the opportunity to work with Toyota. I lived in San Antonio for a bit. I don't know if there's anybody who has ever lived there. It's a wonderful city. I also lived in Louisiana, and I lived in Mexico City when I worked for Walmart International. So I had it going for me. I mean, my career was getting me on a good path. I love my career. I absolutely love what industrial engineering is. But once I started my last job, the job that I left actually at Sam's Club, I actually, I didn't like the lifestyle. That was just it. The lifestyle of the corporate environment was very taxing on me. At the time, there was a lot of transitions, so I had to take a lot of different roles, and it just got me in a bit of a slump. Like, where is my passion? Those are all the questions that I asked myself. What is going on? I don't feel passionate about what I'm doing. My mom obviously noticed this immediately, and she asked me if I wanted to go and feel empowered, get some of that confidence back again. So she invited me to what is known as seminar. For those of you who do not know, it's that big event that we just had this weekend, right? I hope a lot of you guys signed up for that, or actually now that it's free, you are able to watch it. I did get to see it in person in Dallas, and I listened to stories like, I heard women, like very successful women in the business, like Pamela Shaw, who spoke about like, you have to fight for the life that you want to live. She spoke about her trajectory, how she was also a professional, was a teacher, loved her job, but started Mary Kay and left her job because she wanted to do Mary Kay full time. I heard stories like Kristen Sharp. She was also a college grad and was working with like John C. Maxwell, one of the biggest leaders in the industry. And she left that to do Mary Kay. So in my mind, I was sitting there in the audience and say, wow, these women, I always felt that Mary Kay, and sadly, I'm upset with myself now for thinking so low. My mindset was so, I was just wrong. I thought that Mary Kay was for people who didn't have an opportunity here. Like my mom, she didn't want to revalidate her career, so that's why it was for her, and she was very passionate about it. But in my mind, it was like, why would I ever consider doing Mary Kay? I have my career. I am set. I am good. But I sat there and I was just in tears because I felt that those words were speaking to me, that I had to fight for the life that I really wanted. I also saw my mom going on stage and being recognized like a lot of different times. And in my mind, it was like, wow, that is my mom. I had no idea. I didn't know that side, that professional side of my mom and what it really meant to be in Mary Kay. I understood that Mary Kay goes by the values of God first, family second, and career third. And I thought to myself, in a corporate environment, they never respect those things. It's always work comes first. That is the main priority. So I left that seminar and I came back, and it drove a passion in me. Did I think that I was going to leave my job at one point and become a director and do all of these things? No, never. I did not even think that. But in my process through that slump, I was praying for God to just give me my passion back. And I felt that this was that answer. So I got to work. I started messaging my friends and asking them to hold facial sessions with me. Some friends never responded, but that's okay. They see everything that I've accomplished now. And I am so grateful for that process. I became a director, and it was such a thrilling moment and such a huge accomplishment. I was working 60, 65, even 70 hours a week sometimes. So it was a lot of work that I was putting into my job, but I was making it happen because I had this passion in me from that huge event, from those words that were spoken by those leaders and by the work that my mom was being recognized for. So I did complete my process in a very quick time, and I earned my first car. So right after that, it was, what do I do? Do I stay with my job? I had a critical decision to make. So it was a year after I started Mary Kay that I made the decision to leave my job. It was a very difficult decision. I felt that I was leaving everything that I had worked so hard for. Engineering school is not easy, guys. So it just felt that I was at a crossroads with what to do, but I'm a big listener of like motivational videos. I listen to Jay Shetty. If you guys ever want some motivational speeches, go to Jay Shetty. He was my guy to go to when I needed some uplifting. And I listened to him and his process, but he asked the question, okay, if you look at the people around you, people who have been in the position or in the work environment for 10, 20 years, do you see yourself in that position in 20 years? And the answer for me was always no. I respected the people that were there. I respected their job and the tenacity that they put forth, but I saw the sacrifices that they had to make. They had to spend so much time away from their families, from their daughters, from their sons. They had to be there from 6 a.m. to like 5, 6 p.m. at night. And for me, that's not the life that I wanted. I saw the example of my mom. She was always there for me. She never missed a recital of anything. She was always at my swim meets. She was always there when I needed her. And why? Because the flexibility of her Mary Kay business is what gave it to her. So those are the questions that I asked myself and what helped me make that leap from being in corporate to leaving it and just fully dedicating myself to Mary Kay. My Mary Kay business has given me so many blessings, guys. Not only the relationship that I have with my mom, it's been beautiful to experience that relationship in a professional world, but also I really thank my Mary Kay business because through it, I was able to be my husband. And I'm so grateful for it, because if I hadn't taken that decision to become a director, I might not have met him, and I might not have become the person that he needed in that moment, right? So one other thing that I will share with you is that concerning my husband, when we met, I was already doing it full time, my Mary Kay business. I had my car and everything. And he told me, I can never do what you do. He was working in corporate. He had just finished his master's. He was happy with his job. And he told me this, I can never do what you do. I'd be too scared to leave my job. And I say it with so much pride, because 6 months after, he came back and he was like, I'm going to start my own business. And now he's doing his own business. He has left corporate, and I'm so proud of him, because with what he has done and what I have done, we were able to build our home when we got married. So all I have to, like, with that, who is waiting for your yes? There are a lot of people out there who need your blessing, who need your story. So all I can say is, like, really think about the work that you have to put in. Today, I sit in my house right here, and I'm so grateful that I said yes to the Mary Kay opportunity, and that I felt that nudge, like God nudging at me, like, you need to get out of here. You need to leave the corporate environment, because you have a higher calling. And has it been easy? No. There have been times when things get stressful and you have to make critical decisions, but at the end of the day, the outcome has been so good. And I feel at peace with the decision that I've made, with all the work that I've put in. So just to make sure I'm on track here, guys, I did want to talk about a little bit of the benefits of becoming a leader in this company. When I was starting, for me, it was like, I just need to do it. I need to try it, because I need to prove to myself that I can do this, that this is something that drives me, and I want to be able to achieve it. I mean, apart from the growth opportunity that you're going to have, the empowerment, the influence that you can give others. I mean, I sit here today and I'm sharing my story with you. I think it's beautiful, because maybe if I hadn't grown and stretched myself to become a leader in this company, obviously I wouldn't be sharing my story like this with you guys. So there's someone out there that needs to hear your particular story. Everybody's story has a really good value and just a lot of blessings for another individual. Obviously, I have to talk about the cars, because I feel that when you become a leader in Mary Kay, you have that as a benefit. What a blessing it's been for me to save money in a car. As soon as I got my car, I was able to sell my other car, my previous car, keep that money for myself. And then, I mean, in the past year, 2 years, I've been able to save so much money. I think I've counted it up like $3,000, just because I was able, in 1 year, because I was able to have the Mary Kay car, the honor to have that Mary Kay car. I will say, every time I'm out on the road and I see another Mary Kay car, I just saw one the other day, and there was a girl who yelled at me. I have never met her, but she just felt like she saw my Mary Kay car. So she knew, hey, that's someone that's my sister. There's a big sisterhood that comes within the Mary Kay community. And that's another thing, when, just like Janice and I, we've known each other for a while, and I'm so grateful for the relationship that I have with her, because she encourages me and I encourage her. And I love that tribe. You have this sisterhood of individuals who are going through the same things that you are, okay? People who are fighting for the same goals. And there's no drama. There's no, let's hold each other back. There's nothing like that. I see that so much in other places, in other work environments. And obviously, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a position, if you want to become a red jacket, if you want to become like an elite, if an elite consultant, or you want to go all the way to directorship, I think it's beautiful that our company is not a pyramid, because you can do that regardless of the fact that there's already, your director's already there. You can have that same position that she has, and you're not gonna like damage her position. I think that's so empowering to know. And at the end of the day, we're all in this for money, right? There is so much money with this, guys. Money doesn't drive me. I'll be honest with you. It really doesn't. But opportunities do. And money provides opportunities, right? So when I was becoming a director, every time my mom would help me out in creating, like mapping out my check, how much I would earn with the work that I was putting in, it was like, Mom, how is there so much money in Mary Kay? Me as an industrial engineer, I was like trying to decipher, how do they get all of this money? Where does it come from? And I just felt so empowered, because Mary Kay put so much into us. Like even that event that we just had, like having seminar, and it was a tech difficulty that we had on Thursday, but they're giving the money back. Like another corporation would not even do that. So for me, they give so much value to us as independent, as like sales directors, consultants. And I think that's just extremely beautiful. So tonight, I really want to motivate you to shoot for the stars, as cliche as that sounds. Become a leader within this company. What is the worst thing that can happen? If you have fears, don't worry. Take your director's confidence. Use her confidence to get and move up that ladder. They are there to help you, to support you in this process. You're not going to regret becoming a red jacket or a director within this company, because there are too many benefits that you are missing out on if you don't take the leap and become a leader in this company. So that is my spiel there. But tonight I do want to challenge you. So one thing I learned from Pamela Shaw, if you have never heard her speak, make sure to go to YouTube and search Pamela Waldrop Shaw. Make sure to type it in the comments. But look her up. She is so empowering and so thoughtful and meticulous. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So meticulous. And I love her way of presenting and teaching, but she started her Mary Kay business with something called 3x3 by 3. Okay. What that means is that you're going to have 3 appointments a week. Okay. 3 interviews a week, sharing the opportunity with other women. And you're going to have $300 in sales a week. Okay. Shoot for that. That's my challenge for you. And make sure to let Carla and your and Janity's and your other directors know. I don't know what other directors are on here. I see Marisol. But if there's any other directors, make sure to let them know. Okay. I love this challenge because I took that to heart. And that is how I was able to get into DIQ and then into my directorship. And I love sharing the opportunity with people. A lot of the times it's that fear of, what are people going to think of me? They're going to think I'm just trying to sell them something, or sell the opportunity in the wrong way, or no, they would never do that. She's an industrial engineer. She has a prominent, good career. Why would she ever think about doing Mary Kay? Well, I'm here to set the example that I needed Mary Kay in my life, and your job is to share the opportunity with everybody that you meet, everybody who you see either needs something or simply loves the product. So today I encourage you to take that on, 3x3x3, okay? And making sure that you're sharing the opportunity with other individuals, because they need you, okay? I do want to leave you guys with 5 little tips, okay? That I use when I recruit or I share the opportunity. And it's just some stats that I love to share. I don't know if you have already shared them with them, Janice, because there was a director in our sisterhood. I can't remember her name, but she shared them, and I absolutely love them. So 1%, so the first one is this, if you guys are writing down, 1% of all women across the US earn more than $100,000 a year, okay? Only 1%, that's quite small if we were to compare it to men. I mean, that's extremely small. But 75% of that 1% belongs to Mary Kay. Isn't that just mind-blowing? Can you imagine? We have so many women earning such a good amount of money, right? I love it. I love it. It's like, how can so many women be wrong?
Could you repeat that?
I see you guys and
please.
Somebody said something.
Yeah,
1%
of the women in United States
they want you to
make more than. Could you repeat the phrase?
Yeah, of course. 1% of all women in the United States earn more than $100,000 a year.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So only 1%, and that's out of all the fields, right? So 75% of that 1% is a part of Mary Kay. So we're basically we're almost that entire 1%. Yeah. I think that's just so cool. And I know like your mom is one of them, right, Janice? My mom is one of them. Like their income is just so high. Did everybody catch that? Okay, awesome. So the next one is this. This is the second point I share with people when I'm giving the opportunity. And I actually do this in every single session just to kind of plant that seed in people. If I'm doing a virtual facial or something, I just run through these really quick. The second one is this. We don't have monthly quotas in Mary Kay, okay? Mary Kay, that's just the statement. And I'm gonna make sure to screenshot this and send it to Janice in case if you guys, I think that'll be a lot easier. Mary Kay is an independent business and they never require us to do anything. This is independent. So you all are here because of your own choice, right? If you want to earn money, if you want this to be your supplemental income, if you want to do it just for fun, if you want to earn the vehicles or the diamonds, right? The diamonds are great. Or you want to earn the trips. So, okay, number 3, Mary Kay is the #1 network marketing company in cosmetics. Did you guys know that? I love that. Yeah. And we are top 5 globally across all companies in skincare. So I love that too. The last one is the fourth one. Sorry, I still have 2 more. The fourth one is Mary Kay. Well, Mary Kay has as many career cars, like the pink Cadillac, my Chevy Malibu, like the Equinox, all of those. It has as many cars as there are USPS trucks, okay? So its fleet of vehicles, it's like number 3 after the government. The government is first, then UPS, and then Mary Kay. So I absolutely love that. And then 5, I hope I'm not going too fast.
You're fine.
Okay. And then 5, it's our values. I think those make us stand out a lot, and God first, family second, and career third. So I really hope that my message today, my story has inspired you guys. I'm excited to see who takes on that challenge. If you are wanting to go into DIQ or, challenge yourself even more, I do suggest you bump that up to 5 by 5 by 5. That's exactly what I did. And that is exactly how I was able to get into DIQ. So.
Thank you so much, Haniel. We're going to go ahead and open up the mic for whomever wants to ask questions. Haniel is bilingual. pueden hacer las preguntas en español si gustan también. Aprovechen que tenemos invitada, ¿ok? Una invitada especial. Please ask away. She's here to answer all your questions.
Let's see.
How do you contact new? Oh, I'm sorry, Marisol. How do you contact? Oh, you go first, Marisol. You go first. I didn't hear you.
Ella también es bilingüe, entonces lo voy a decir en español. Estoy orgullosa de ver las jovencitas como ustedes que están ahorita encaminando y están poniendo el ejemplo de lo que su mamá ya abrió el camino y ustedes van tras de eso. Estamos muy orgullosas de ver a todas ustedes jóvenes que están haciendo todo lo que están haciendo. Y sé que vamos a tener más mujeres latinas con el ejemplo de ustedes que van a apostar en esta carrera. Y pues más aún viendo a ustedes mujeres exitosas que han estudiado en la universidad en Estados Unidos y aún con esa experiencia están apostando en esta carrera. Entonces yo tengo aquí, la mayoría somos latinas y bilingües, algunas dominamos más el entender y otras no dominamos muy bien el hablar, entonces quise decir en español, te felicito, estoy orgullosa y gracias por compartir tu experiencia.
Ay, gracias, hermosa. Nos seguimos mucho en Facebook y me encanta seguirte siempre. Muchas gracias, Marisol.
Gracias.
Someone else had a question. Was it you, Carla?
It was me.
Oh, okay.
Haniel. So hi, Haniel. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I don't think we've ever met,
Nope.
have we, in person?
No, we
Congratulations on the stellar DIQ process. Very proud of you.
Thank you so much. I'll see you on Monday for your mom's class.
Yay!
Yes.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so I had a question for you. How do you contact right now people with COVID? How are you reaching out to your new clients, or like, do you ever run out? How do you reach out to them?
No, I love that question. I think it's a super important question right now. It's a process of trial and error. It definitely is right now and still is for me. But I will say that I'm not doing so much of going out. I am working referrals as crazy. I gift everybody who gives me at least 5 referrals with a $20 credit, and that has seemed to work flawlessly. I absolutely love it. I think right now we're in a process of giving, so that's why I've been doing it like that. So that's the way that I am reaching out to people, and then obviously utilizing the social media, my social media pages, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, messaging people who maybe I have never even talked to, but messaging people and really being honest with them and telling them, hey girl, I realize we don't know each other, but I am working on a challenge. I need to do 30 virtual sessions this month, and I would love to gift you one of these pampering virtual sessions. Would you be willing to hop on a Zoom call, a video chat with me? And I will be sending you all of the samples, and all you have to do is just hop on that call and have those samples ready. So that has seemed to work, and I can actually send you guys the scripts. I'd be happy to do that. I'll send it to you, Janities. I know you guys have a really good system, so maybe you can merge them together, but that is exactly what I'm doing right now. So once I find a different method, because I am working on a few ideas, I will share those with you guys. I'll share it with you right now. So this is one of my plans.
Yay.
I'm still working on it because I want to be able to develop one myself. So I'm going to create it myself. But so do you guys see these? These are little door handles. Have you guys ever used them? So they're all moving around. So they're both moving around. So I'm guessing they have. Yes. Okay. I love that. Yay. So these are from Court of Achievers, right? Okay. So I am working right now on designing a new one so that it says virtual appointment. And then it also says that I am shipping everything to your home. There doesn't need to be a contact. So that way I open it up for people to feel more comfortable. So I'm planning to go around my neighborhood and testing it out here first and then seeing what works. One of the things that you learn with entrepreneurship is that you just have to try things. You have to try everything and see what sticks and what goes along more with your personality as well and what works for you. So everybody has different ways of doing it, and I love that. And you can take something from everybody. So that is definitely what I'm working on now. Once I have the new design, if you'd like, I will happily send that over to you. So, and then also the results. So.
Thanks so much. Anybody else has a question? Preguntas, por favor, pregunten.
Yes, please. I like questions.
En español también.
I have a
está
question.
bien. Ella habla español.
Oh, somebody had a question.
Yeah, I did. Which one did you say? Did you say that Mary Kay was the #1 marketing network?
Yes, it is. So this is how, it's a little detailed, but so Mary Kay is the #1 network marketing company in cosmetics. So make sure to add the in cosmetics. So we're not falsifying information or something. Yes. Yeah, I definitely hope those 5 key points really help you and empower you when you're sharing the opportunity. I know they do for me, knowing that you're with a company that has so much to give. So, alrighty.
Perfect. And you're constantly getting rejected as well, right, Haniel? You
Oh,
know,
yes, all the time. I think I even said at the beginning, it's like even friends of mine, right, that we think they're going to support our business, but they don't. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's okay. So that's definitely okay. It's part of the process. They're not saying no to you. They are saying no to Mary Kay. So let's push the blame over to Mary Kay. Okay. At least that's how I was able to process that. Because I'm a big people pleaser. Like, I want everybody to feel comfortable. I want everybody to be happy. So at the end of the day, I stuck to my numbers. Mary Kay is a big number business. Like for every 5 people that you contact, maybe 1 will say yes, right? So you just have to keep to those numbers and say, hey, I got a no, but that's gonna get me to my yes a lot faster, right? So accumulate your no's. I sounded like no's. I've seen people who have little sheets of no's, right? So I even think psychologically that helps you process it better. So if you need to go ahead and do that, do it. There are things here that you're going to have to do that you don't like, but that is okay because you know what the outcome, the result will be. For example, I wanted to achieve my car. So I knew that if I got all those no's and did all those things that I maybe wasn't as comfortable doing, I was still going to get my car, right? Those people should not be the measure that you base your success on. Okay. I see one more question on here.
What was your strategy when you picked out your team?
When I picked out my team, I wouldn't say I necessarily picked my team. I did facials on people and I shared the opportunity. At the end of the day, there's people who are going to be completely different than you. So you may not, if you picked them out, you may have never picked them, right? So I wouldn't say so much picked, but my strategy was just to share the opportunity with people and have people say yes to me. I know there's one of my consultants is on here. I actually shared the opportunity with her mom first. She was my customer and she loved the products and I told her she could really do this as a business. But her daughter, she was more interested and she started doing the business and now she's my consultant and I love it because we connect really well. So at the end of the day, you simply need to share the opportunity, okay? Your strategy is just to share it. I don't know if you wanted a little bit more in that, but.
I guess after you're like at a certain level of team members, then you have that luxury of saying, I don't want to work with her. Yes, I do want to work with her. We identify more. But in the beginning, I feel like you have to work with whomever to get to your first and most priority, right? Which is directorship, your car, right? So you have to work with what you have. But of course, you don't want to be having that team member on your team who's always like negative, and you tell her something positive and she's like, no, but what if that, but what if this? And it's like, obviously there's not, it's not going to be always positivity and yes, yet not everyone's going to say yes to you. So like Haniel says, it's trial and error. If someone's negative about it, well, thank you so much for your business, thank you for your services and that, and you go on to the next, right? But I feel like in the beginning, again, you have to work with who you can, you face show them, you share the opportunity, and on to the next one. And then eventually, once you have per se 100 unit members, then you can be like, you can handpick. Yes, I want her. She's perfect for this. She's a great team leader. She provides that good energy to my team, those ideas, you know, we all want that, believe me, but we do have to work with the process, and we all learn from each other at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think that's a great point. Yeah.
If there's that negative person, well, you learn how to breathe, right? You like, Lord, please. And then you just, you continue, right? My mom says, tienes que hacerte la Shakira. Ciega, sorda, muda, respira, sigue. At the end of the day, you're, you know, everyone's benefiting at the end of the day. And you can benefit just as much as long as you put that action into it. As you heard, we're not a pyramid. You can be at the same level as we are, or even overpass us. So,
right. And you know, that's a great point. And I love that. I mean, at the end of the day, this is an independent business. So if in terms of picking, you mean like really select, like you're not selecting the type of individual, but you are being conscious of, hey, maybe I have issues with this person and she's not really trying to be humble and letting me guide her, and really different things like that, where you have serious issues with somebody. This is not like a corporate environment where you have to work with somebody who you really do not like. So that is definitely where I see that as a benefit. But yeah, everybody's here to, you are a blessing to others. Always remember that. And you are there to share a huge opportunity with them. So that's definitely when it comes down to recruiting. My dad would always tell me this, because I always felt like, oh, she's going to say no. She's probably not going to want it. But you have to keep in mind that you are there sharing an opportunity to that person, not the other way around. She's not doing you any favors. No, you are there to share the blessing of Mary Kay.
anybody else? We're excited. We're learning. It's someone new.
I like the message that you just said, and that we're the ones sharing that opportunity. And to add on to Ellie's question that you and Yaneris like were saying, I feel like also if you're not content with either like your leader or your director or your national, the great thing is that Mary Kay provides you with all of the tools that you need in order to become successful. So for example, myself, in order to become a director, I did that all on my own, right? I studied all the Mary Kay University, the Skincare Confident. So that's what we try to teach our girls too, right? Like try to go through all those programs, and you can like teach yourself, right? So you don't have to depend on somebody in order to learn all of the tips and tricks. Everything is being given for free, that many other companies, they don't give that for free. So I think we're very lucky that we don't have to place a certain amount in order to get access to that. With your $30 membership right now, with the Great Start, you have access to this whole entire Mary Kay University and client portal. So you're able to instruct yourself and get a lot of product knowledge, team building, and growth. So take advantage of that. And look what we can do by ourselves. And then when you find, let's say you're in DIQ, but you meet another girl in your DIQ class, you guys can hold each other's hands, and look, like Yaneris and Haniel, they met each other last year. So they still have that connection, and they were saying that, what did you say, that you guys like feedback on each other's tips and ideas? So you then will have not just this Mary Kay sisterhood with your consultants, but then you're going to have a different sisterhood with your Mary Kay director sisters. And then when you become a national, you're going to have your national sisters. Ooh, okay. So yeah, so I'm just saying, everyone, you can, like our title says it, in every position, we're independent. So no one can hold you back, and no one can push you to do anything. It's up to you. What are your goals? What are your dreams? And are you going to do what it takes to make it possible?
I love that.
I'm all sweating, like I'm in Fremont, it's like 100 degrees. Any other questions? Ladies, don't be shy. Or Haniel, what do you do? Do you always wake up with a positive vibe? Like, what do you do when you're feeling down, or when you hear a lot of no's? How do you turn that around? I'm sure girls would love to hear that answer, because we all handle that differently.
I mean, we all get our bad days, right? Those come with the territory. So I was just talking to somebody earlier today and saying, similar to, I listen to, so a few things there. I love anything that you watch, that you listen to, that you read, everything is going to pour out, okay, out of you. That's what you're going to pour out into others. So I am very conscious about what I have on my social media, who I follow. So I'm always following optimistic individuals, like positive people who have a good message. I follow like people who are out there doing podcasts or just motivational things. So my Instagram is always pure motivation, and that is what I want to pour into others. So that's definitely one of the first things that I do. Like when I wake up, right, I share a good positive message on there, whether it is I stole it from somebody, I mean, why reinvent the wheel, or if it's I wrote it myself. So that's one thing. But when I am having my bad days, I told this person, like, you need to have a tool. So like, similar to us having a tool, when we have a negative thought, they say you have to counteract it with a positive thought, whether that's a Bible verse or something else that is going to, okay, I look ugly today. No, you're God's daughter and you're beautiful, right? So how do you counteract that? It's the same way when you're having a down day. What is your tool that you can use? Who is your person that you can go to when you're having a down day? What is a book that you can read? What is a video that you can watch? So when I am having a bad day, I normally, like, now that I'm married, I recently got married not too long ago. So I'm always with my husband, and it's wonderful because, babe, I don't feel right today. I feel like this. And then he counteracts it and gives me positive influence, positive energy, right? Positive words to reaffirm who I am. He's really good at knowing he knows who I am and what I'm capable of. So who is your one person that you can go to and really like have them give you that feedback? If you don't have that, that's okay. Find a different tool. Another thing I love to do is exercise. It just gets everything bad out of my system, and I feel so energized afterwards, and that helps me get in a right mindset, right? And there are times when you just have to break. You just have to stop everything and just give yourself that time, acknowledge how you feel. What are you going to do afterwards? Like, how are you going to react to it the next day? Sleep on it, and you're up in the morning and you're good to go. So that is a few tips that I have on that.
So I guess that's it.
Can I ask something?
Oh, thank you, Yanani. Yes, our future DIQ.
How do you keep you
Eso,
how do
Yanani.
you keep your inventory?
I'm sorry,
How
can
do
you
you-
repeat that?
Yeah, how do you keep your inventory at home?
How do I keep it at home or?
Yeah, like your inventory, so like you don't get messed up with like the stuff, and like the boxes doesn't get ruined or stuff like it.
Oh, I see. How do I organize it, right? Um, I may even send you a picture, but I did have a few like shelves built into my laundry. And obviously I always leave the door open, so it never gets hot in there. It's pretty safe, but I have shelves built into my inventory, and that is how I have it organized. I'm a huge OCD, like I'm a big OCD individual, so everything has to be coordinated and everything. So I try to keep it like that. The other thing, if you don't have shelves, like built-in shelves as an option, there's always a lot of shelf options like online. I've seen quite a few that are super great on Amazon and things like that. So last thing I have with that, once you're ready to make the investment, definitely get yourself the Mary Kay like little carry bags, right, to organize the product. It helps you keep it safe, especially if it's a little hot outside, things like that. I do recommend you get it out of your car if you don't have a garage, and that kind of stuff. So that's how I've been able to organize. It's another trial and error. You'll find that some things work and then some things don't. But yeah. Does that answer your question? Just make sure.
Yes.
Awesome, yay.
So we have another question here on the
Yeah.
chat by Carmen. What tips do you have to get rid of inventory that is stuck? So sitting inventory.
Sitting inventory, okay. My mom taught me how to do this. I one time had a lot of facial peel, like the facial peels. And I was like, Mom, I don't know what to do with them. They're sitting there. So I basically, in that moment, I got them in my car and I focused on selling those alone. That was like my main focus. What customer could use one of these facial peels? Okay. So I felt that that worked really well. It's all a mindset at the end of the day. If you have like, if somebody can give me an example of something that's been stuck there, definitely put it in the chat. But if you have a particular product that you can't get rid of, you need to be able to like really think about it. Okay, I have 10 miracle sets. I need to go find 10 miracle sets, 10 miracle customers, right? So that's a good way to do it. And you have the customers. If not, because you're already thinking about it, they come to you. It's really weird, but it happens. I hope I answered that question.
I would like to add to that as well. You can also, I don't know if you are a part of a group or church, but a lot of the time, groups always need funds, right? So you can create like a basket of like your pink sale per se, if you've ever taken advantage of pink sale, or if you have a lot of sitting product, you can create like a little basket with the products that have been sitting for a while, and you can kind of like create a raffle, and you can say, hey, 20% will go towards the proceeds, or
I love that.
whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's, you know, everyone's helping each other. They're contributing to an organization or someone in need.
Right.
Right.
I love that. I love that. See, I had never thought about that. That's beautiful. And you're giving proceeds to somebody in need. Definitely another thing is just doing a sell, right? You can do a sell for that particular product. I mean, if you have it sitting, you need to get it out. So better get something out of it than nothing. The other thing is go through your customer list, like a tip for what I was saying before, simply go through your customer list and see who does not have that product and offer it to them. So that's the way to do it. And your customers need to be filled with everything. Even the washes, the body washes and everything, right? So I'm pretty sure customers, I mean, not even all of my customers have everything. So
Exactly. And even on Pinterest, it's very helpful to go on there and find those nice images of each product, post it on your social media, kind of do like emphasis on the benefits of that specific product. And maybe if you can go ahead and record yourself or take a picture of yourself using it, people will probably gravitate to that as well.
Yeah, that's the best way for you to make a video of it, take a picture of it. People want to see you. They connect with you. They know you, so they want to be able to see you use the product. And yeah, I definitely love that. I had something else, but it went away. I'm sure to.
Anybody else? Preguntas?
Thanks so much. You're welcome.
You're so cute. Hola, Ruth. They can also do a flash sale too on their Instagram.
I did that the other day. Oh, it was awesome. I loved it. So much in like one day.
You want to like keep doing more every day, like a different one.
Really? I do.
It's so funny.
No, but we got to keep them special just when.
Exactly.
To build that kind of demand too.
Right. Any other questions, ladies? We have 10 minutes left. So take advantage. Haniel is going to leave us soon. Kathy, is that your girl? No. Okay, let's see. I will call. So, Alicia, would you like to ask something to Haniel? Cricket.
I love it. I'm glad.
Oh,
Sorry, I was trying to connect with the key. Well, I have too many questions, but one of those is, it was any moment at your mom's, when you saw your mom's working with Mary Kay, that you thought she's not gonna make it or something, like, I don't know, were you questioning, like, I don't know if that's
like questioning her success in a sense?
Yeah, when you saw your mom starting out, you know, when this chick came to you and said, oh, you know what, I'm going to do Mary Kay, and you're like, I don't think you're gonna do that, or you never doubt about she was going to, you know, is that moment when the daughter doesn't believe in the product?
I was young, so I don't know. I can't remember if I ever doubted her success. I mean, for the longest time, I didn't even consider it for myself, right? I will encourage you to watch her video. I think it'll answer your question. Actually, my dad didn't support her during her Mary Kay process. And I mean, it's not a daughter, but it is a partner. So I think having your partner, Mary Kay, I can't remember the exact quote, but Mary Kay actually used to say, like, you have to have a good partner in your business. So, because they influence everything, right? Even including a daughter or a son and all of that. But if you just look up Claudia Chavez, Mary Kay in YouTube, you'll be able to find her video. It'll be a lot easier for you to find it.
Perfect.
I hope that answers your question.
Yes, that answer actually. Yes, thank you.
For sure, I can say that Carla and I did not support our mom. We used to always make her life impossible every time we heard that she would go to her weekly meetings. And I swear to God that I wished her bad. I was like, oh, espero que le vaya mal. We hate Mary Kay. Solo le están viendo la cara. Look, she comes back with a little pin and she did all of this. And let me tell you, I am so happy that my mom was strong enough to not listen to any of us. And I think 2 days ago, she was like to my dad, ay, amor, qué bueno que nunca te hice caso porque mira cómo estamos siendo bendecidas ahora. And he's like, qué bueno, madrecita. He calls her madre. So he's like, qué bueno, madre. So you know what? If this is what you feel that is for you, don't listen to anyone, because if this makes you happy, continue.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that in your heart or genuinely feel, first of all, see where you're at, see the benefits that you can get from it, and see if you even like it. And if you do, continue and see how you can move forward to kind of prove them wrong. Because sometimes it's us. Sometimes we have to kind of change their mentality. And once they start seeing the progress, they'll be like, oh, okay. Not everyone is supportive from the get-go. Okay, sometimes they want to see the progress. So yeah, I mean, the diamonds started coming in, the cars. I remember my mom struggles with being on time, as you all know. And she would always pick us up late from school. And I remember one time I'd be like, Mama, ¿dónde está?
Don't say how I acted, sis. Do not put me on blast like that.
I was like, Mom, ya es tarde. Like, what's going on? La Carly, vamos a caminar a la casa. And she was like, no camine. You know, she would always pick us up, drop us off. We wanted to go anywhere with our friends. She would take us. She always wanted to be there. And it was like,
And then
anyway.
we had a car.
Long story short, we're walking home, right? And there's a car honking at us. And Carla's like, ew, don't look. Don't look. It's probably a guy. Don't even look.
I'm like I'm small, right? You, honey, and my sister's tall, but I'm like up to her shoulder, right? I'm very tiny. I'm 5'2". I'm super petite, but I'm like a pit bull, like, right? So I'm the protector. So I'm like, don't look. It's probably a morboso, you know, like a perv. Like don't look. And we kept walking and ignoring. And it was my mom.
In her Mary Kay car. That none of us went with her to, you know how it is, Haniel, when you get the company car, everyone goes, your family, your team. No one went with my mom. Absolutely no one. Not even my dad, not us, nobody. And she couldn't believe how easy the process was. That she literally showed up, she showed her ID, she signed, I think, like three pieces of paper, and that was it. Yeah. As you know, you just got your car again for the second.
I didn't even have to sign this time. I was like, I just got the keys. It's really interesting to just see that transition, because I mean, look at you guys now. Like, it's just, if your mom had allowed those thoughts, those negative thoughts to go into her head and to influence her, you may not be where you are now, right? So I think that's very beautiful. At the end of the day, I go back to that speech that Pamela Shaw gave, because for her, it was like a nudge, like God was nudging at her to do this. And I felt the same exact way. So if you guys feel that nudge, like there's something keeping you here. No matter how much you complain about something that you don't like, something in particular, but you're like, I'm not leaving. Like, this is so good. Like, I want to be here. If that part of you is there, like, keep doing it. You're going to grow. You're going to see all of the success. And yeah, you're going to be able to show to those people who did not support you how good you are and how capable you were. I think Lili, our former national, retired national, right? She was the same way. Like, people who did not support her at the beginning, and I think it was a family member, she, like, with her Mary Kay car, like, she parked it right in front of their house and, like, was showing it off and everything. So I think that's beautiful. It's like, it's just a beautiful story.
And you know what, even if you're not passionate about Mary Kay, can you just please share it anyway? Because at the end of the day, you don't know how you're going to impact that person and that household. Let me tell you that my mom in this house, she is the light. If she's on the couch rolled up, I'm like, Mom, ¿qué le pasó? Are you okay? Like, she's like, I'm human. I get tired, but my mom is literally always up, ready in the morning. Like, buenos dias, ¿qué pasó? She's cooking on the phone, and you know, she's that center of attention. And then when she's down, everyone's down. But when she's up, we all want to be up as well. You know, she's that light in our house, and it's honestly thanks to our Mary Kay business that we have not felt, I don't know, fear of this whole pandemic. Yes, we're kind of like worried here and there because we're seeing drastic changes, kids being homeschooled, the malls closing down, you know, drastic things going on, but at the end of the day, we're still choosing to be positive, right? It's kind of like, are you going to sit here and be that person who's going to be like, oh, there's a tragedia, or, oh, wow, ahora tenemos una nueva oportunidad.
Right.
Cerraron las tiendas, nos van a comprar a nosotros. You know, so it's like, where are you choosing to be during these difficult times? Depressed, worried, stuck, or kind of like, okay, taking it in, see how you can be that difference, that change maker, and look for that next opportunity. So guys, gotta wrap it up. It's late over at Haniel's.
Make sure you use your 24 hours wisely, okay? As you can see, we all have the same 24 hours, but we're all doing something different with ours. So what change are you going to do in order to achieve greatness? And Alicia said, thanks a lot. This was very inspirational. And so did Carmen. She said, thank you so much. So Haniel, thank you so much for being our special guest tonight. We wish you nothing but the best of luck in your career and in your personal life as well. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much. It was an honor being with you guys. And gosh, it's so beautiful to see this growth. I love it.
We hope to see you in San Antonio for leadership.
Yes, please.
You will.
All right, ladies.
All right, everybody have a good night.
Noches.
Buenas noches. Gracias por haber entrado. Las felicito.
Gracias.